It was the moment we finally wrote down the greatest ideas that mankind has ever had. And I think it's about time we finally started to stand up for those ideals and our great founding. This is our Independence Day. God bless America. Here's a radical idea. America is good, moral, and worth defending. On this Independence Day, I want to tell you why. It's because of this simple idea written into our Declaration of Independence. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain inalienable rights. Among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Thomas Jefferson wrote these words in 1776 and asserted that these rights were universal and self-evident. The truth is that before 1776, universal rights were never guaranteed by government. The notion that all men are created equal was never seriously considered, at least not in law. See, the shot heard around the world wasn't the Battle of Concord or Lexington. It was those words in Philadelphia. That idea, that radical idea was the shot heard around the world, and it changed the course of human history forever. It was those words that were used by abolitionists to abolish slavery, used by our founders to frame the Constitution and our great republic, and used by a free society to create more prosperity and actualize more dreams than any other civilization in history. Many people think the Declaration of Independence was about, well, independence, the revolt against the tyranny of the British, and it was, of course, but I'm betting none of you remember the long list of complaints against the British Crown listed in the Declaration. No, the part you remember is these words. Hold these truths. You remember them because they dignified the individual and codified the purpose of government to protect your God-given rights. The Declaration of Independence came in a time period that wasn't ready for it. It took years of sacrifice to live up to those principles, and we're still trying to this day. But it was those words in our founding that gave us the principles to fight for. It was the moment we finally wrote down the greatest ideas that mankind has ever had. This Independence Day, it's not just about celebrating a break from the British. It's about the great idea that America embodies. It's about celebrating the story of America, the right story, not tearing it down. I think it's about time we finally started to stand up for those ideals and our great founding. This is our Independence Day. God bless America.